Why do some companies resist the idea of remote work, despite its many advantages? In the world we live in today, remote work has become a hot topic of discussion. It's a phenomenon that's been on a steady rise, particularly in the wake of the global pandemic. Yet surprisingly, not all companies are jumping on the bandwagon. Some are consciously resisting the shift. Intriguing, isn't it? Let's delve into this complex issue and uncover the hidden motives behind such resistance. Work has undergone a transformation in the past few years, especially in the light of the COVID-19 pandemic. The traditional office landscape, once dominated by cubicles and water cooler chats, has shifted. It's been replaced by home offices, virtual meetings, and digital collaboration. Yes, we're talking about the rise of remote work. As the pandemic swept across the globe, businesses were forced to adapt, and remote work became the new normal. It wasn't just a temporary fix, but a revelation. Employees discovered the perks of working from home, such as skipping the daily commute, enjoying a flexible schedule, and achieving a better work-life balance. They could be productive without being confined to a 9-to-5 routine at a specific location. And it wasn't just employees who reaped the benefits. Employers, too, found value in this new way of working. They saw reduced overhead costs as maintaining physical offices became less necessary. They could also tap into a broader talent pool, no longer limited by geographical boundaries. This shift to remote work seemed like a win-win situation, promising both efficiency and flexibility. But the rise of remote work also brought unique challenges. With the blurring of professional and personal boundaries, it became harder to switch off from work, leading to burnout. The lack of face-to-face interactions also posed hurdles in communication and collaboration. Yet, these challenges could be mitigated with the right strategies and tools, such as clear communication protocols and effective project management software. As we moved into 2023, it became clear that remote work was here to stay. According to a survey by Gallup, 7 out of 10 workers preferred to continue working remotely, even after the pandemic. Companies like Twitter and Shopify announced permanent remote work policies, setting a precedent for others to follow. However, not all companies have embraced this change, leading us to question why. What's holding them back from adopting a work model that seems to offer so many benefits? Stay tuned as we delve into the resistance against remote work in the next scene. Despite the clear benefits, there has been a surprising resistance to remote work from many companies. This unexpected pushback has left many employees and work culture enthusiasts scratching their heads. What could possibly be the reason for this resistance? Let's dive right into the heart of the matter and look at some examples. A few high-profile tech companies have been remarkably reluctant to embrace the remote work trend, despite being in an industry that's often at the forefront of workplace innovation. Some, like Netflix, have gone on record stating that they see no positives in working from home, while others, like Apple, have asked their employees to return to the office at least 3 days a week, sparking a wave of internal protests. What reasons do these companies give for their resistance? They often cite a perceived loss of productivity, concerns about team cohesion, and the belief that certain types of work simply can't be done effectively outside the office environment. These arguments are based on the assumption that physical presence equals productivity, an idea that has been ingrained in our work culture for centuries. However, these arguments seem to fly in the face of the experiences of millions of workers who have been just as productive, if not more so, while working from home. They also contradict numerous studies that have found remote workers to be happier, healthier, and more engaged with their work. So, why the resistance? Some speculate that it's a matter of control. Managers used to walking the office floor and seeing their employees at their desks may be uncomfortable with the lack of visibility that comes with remote work. Others suggest that it's simply a reluctance to change established ways of doing things, a sort of inertia that keeps companies stuck in the past. But could there be more to this resistance than meets the eye? Could there be hidden motives that these companies are not revealing? As we peel back the layers, we may find that the resistance to remote work is not as straightforward as it seems. It's a complex issue with many factors at play, some of which we'll explore in the next scene. So, stay tuned as we delve deeper into the hidden motives behind the resistance to remote work. Beneath the surface, there are 3 main hidden motives for this resistance. Let's delve into the first motive: control and supervision concerns. For many companies, the traditional office setting offers a sense of control. Managers can oversee their teams, and leaders can keep an eye on the day-to-day operations. But when employees work remotely, this control seems to evaporate. There's a fear that workers might slack off when they're not under direct supervision. This fear, however, is largely unfounded. A 2020 study from the Stanford University revealed that remote workers are actually 13% more productive than their in-office counterparts. Now, let's move on to the second hidden motive, the fear of decreased productivity. This concern is closely tied to the first one. Some companies worry that without the structure of an office, employees won't be as productive. They fear that home distractions, lack of accountability, or technical issues could hamper work output. But again, the data tells a different story. A study published in the Harvard Business Review found that people who work remotely often have higher productivity levels. The study suggests that the flexibility and comfort of working from home can actually increase productivity, not hinder it. Finally, let's discuss the third hidden motive: concerns about company culture and team cohesion. The office isn't just a place to work. It's also a place where relationships are built, where company culture is developed, and where teams collaborate. Some companies worry that remote work could erode these aspects of the workplace. They fear that without face-to-face interaction, their company culture could suffer, and team cohesion could be weakened. Yet, technology has made virtual collaboration easier than ever. Tools like Zoom, Slack, and Google Meet allow teams to stay connected and maintain strong relationships, even when they're not physically together. Now, it's important to note that these aren't just abstract fears. They are real concerns shared by many companies. But they're not the whole story. Behind each of these motives, there's a deeper issue at play. It's less about control, productivity, or culture, and more about change. Change can be difficult. It can bring up fears and uncertainties, but it can also lead to growth and innovation. The shift to remote work is a significant change. It requires companies to rethink their operations, their management styles, and their workplace culture. But this change isn't necessarily a bad thing. In fact, it can be a great opportunity for companies to become more flexible, more efficient, and more inclusive. These motives, though hidden, are not insurmountable. With the right mindset, the right tools, and the right strategies, companies can overcome these challenges and embrace the benefits of remote work. For every challenge, there is a solution. This is as true for the hidden motives behind company resistance to remote work as it is for anything else. Let's address the first motive: control and supervision concerns. The truth is, remote work doesn't mean a lack of control, but rather a shift in how it is exercised. Clear communication, setting expectations, and regular check-ins can effectively keep everyone on the same page. Trust building is crucial. And guess what? Trust can actually increase productivity. Speaking of productivity, this brings us to our second motive, the fear of decreased productivity. However, numerous studies have shown that remote workers are often more productive, not less. The key here is managing work-life balance, and technology can be a great ally. Productivity tracking tools, video conferencing software, and project management apps can make remote work as effective, if not more, than traditional office work. Finally, let's tackle the third motive: concerns about company culture and team cohesion. Yes, remote work can pose challenges to maintaining a strong corporate culture and team spirit. But with regular virtual team-building activities, open channels for communication, and a focus on inclusivity, companies can build and maintain a strong culture, irrespective of physical distance. With the right approach, the benefits of remote work can be reaped by all. In this complex issue, there is much to consider. We've explored the rise of remote work, a trend that took off especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. We've seen how, despite the apparent benefits for both employees and employers, some companies resist this change. We delved into the hidden motives behind this resistance: concerns about control and supervision, fears of decreased productivity, and worries over company culture and team cohesion. But we've also discussed counter-arguments and evidence supporting remote work and the ways companies can overcome these challenges. This is a multifaceted topic, one that continues to evolve as our work environments and attitudes towards work shift. It's clear there's no one-size-fits-all solution, but the conversation is essential. What are your thoughts on this issue? Share your experiences and thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. We hope to see you in the next video.